Okay, we're going to take a look at Newcastle race 4 on Friday. We're going to back 3 horses in this race, 2 of them at good double figure odds. 1850 metre class 1 set weights for a 50k tag. If you go down, it's a pretty deep race, lots of seen chances and a good form race moving forward. But the 3 that we want to be backing here, the top elect is from the Wally Yard, Yeti Moves. And we also want to be nibbling or backing Rise to It, which is double figure odds and looks well placed here. And just got a feeling that We Can Say Done can hit a new peak with blinkers on first time, well related, goes around at 66 to 1. So we take a look at the market. Currently Yeti Moves is 4.60, 1.75 is the top elect. Rise to It, 14.0, 3.5. Can be backed each way in support of the top elect. And the 14, We Can Say Done, 67.0 and 12.0 the place. Expecting it to hit a new peak here and potentially run a race at very big odds. Let's go and take a look at them. Okay, we'll start off with Yeti Moves, the top elect. Okay, deceivingly well bred by Adelaide out of the Fastnet Rockmare Rock Dreaming. Picks up the very good European cross and nick of Galileo over Fastnet Rock or Fastnet Rock over Galileo mares, which has an astounding stakes winners to runners ratio, Northern Hemisphere time. Lightly raced improver, very well bred as I said. 1 from 4 winner for the Wally Yard, Kieran McAvoy up. Impressive last time out, knocking off Avonview and Harper's Siren at Gosford over 1600. The form out of this race stacks up well. Avonview in second. Back to Harper's Siren in third, beaten a good margin, 4.7 lengths back to third. And big margins further back in this race. Mr. Caleb beaten 5, Cook Island Girl 9, Prancing Lass 12, Rule of Scalex 14, suggesting that there's a bit more to come for Yeti Moves yet. Goes out to 1800 metres. Flash big closing pars in that race over 1600. Will appreciate stretching out to 1600. 1-2 good trials prior to the start of this preparation over Inequality, Colinos, Drummer and Vermeer. New peak expected, very well bred. Should prove hard to hold out. The other one that sparks interest as a lightly raced, well-bred improver as well is Rise to It from the Kieran Maryard, David Eustace. Very well-bred by So You Think out of the Fastnet Rockmare Fearon. We just pull up the breeding of this one. Rise to It. By So You Think out of the Fastnet Rockmare Fearon. She herself was a lightly tried 1 from 4 winner. Look potential stakes quality. You go back to the second dam, Randaroo. She's an American bred. She won the Jersey Lily Stakes and won the Egret in America. And then you get back to the third dam by the unheralded Victoria Park, the son of Chop Chop. 10 from 34 winner on the track. And the dosage profile suggests that this one throws to a staying pedigree, as does the pedigree of Rise to It as well. It was really good over 1500 when it knocked off our Marianne, and Glad You Think So. The form out of this race is good. Our Marianne, the lightly raced Frankel 4-year-old mare, 2 from 6 winner. Come out 1-2 of its next 3, and then in between that second of the Smart State of America. Third home, Glad You Think So. Then come out and knocked off Good Vintage and Lindbergh in a good maiden at Newcastle. The form's been well franked. Glad You Think So goes around here as well as a 5.50 chance, by the way. I'm Scarlet 4th, Sacred Girl back in 5th. We don't need to go much further back than that. I'm Scarlet by Wangina. Form's not great, but the 5th horse, Sacred Girl, 1 from 4 winner, come out and franked it winning next time out at Wyong over 1600. So the form coming out of that win 2 back of Rise to It stacks up strongly. Closed off from well off the pace, goes to 1800 metres after trying 1500 that day. A little bit one pace behind Kingston Charm last start, prepared to forgive that run. New peak expected. Not too concerned about the 14 alley. This race is likely to be run at an even to solid tempo on the front end, with a few seen leaders engaged. So should get a good stalking trip from midfield, maybe slightly better than midfield. And then the third one that we're interested in as well, right down the bottom, the very well-bred Done Deal 4-year-old mare, lightly raced, out of the Starcraft mare, We Can Say Mac, and she's very well related to Self. Gets blinkers first time for the John O'Shea yard, maiden horse, goes to 1800 metres after being beaten 5.4 lengths by Glad You Think So last start. We've already looked at that form line. Glad You Think So is also engaged here. We've just got a feeling that this one's going to hit a new peak. This trial 6 behind Miss Coover and Fujita was very good. It's what it did after the line in that trial, where it really stayed on to suggest there's more to come from this one yet. Draws barrier 1, gets blinkers first time, likely to get a good stalking trip, and definitely a new peak expected. And you have to respect John O'Shea coming to this strong class 1 third up. And if we just take a look at the breeding of this one, as I said, by Done Deal, out of the Starcraft mare, We Can Say Mac. But what's interesting about her is she's already got 1 stakes winner of 2 stakes races herself. Missile Mantra, which won the Summoned and the Reduced Choice Stakes. But if you go back to the second dam, We Can Say That, she's got 1 stakes winner of, as well of 3 stakes races, which is the high class We Can Say It Now, which won the Captain Cook at Group 1 level and the Leven Classic in New Zealand at Group 1 level. And she is by Starcraft, making the dam of this one, We Can Say Mac, a full sister to a dual Group 1 winner overstaying trips. So just got a feeling that We Can Say Done is set for a new peak here, its 3rd career start. Can easily turn around that 5-length margin on Glad You Think So. And if that's the case, the $67 and $12 a place is going to look ludicrously good odds when Glad You Think So goes around at 5.5 and 1.95. So the 3 we want to be backing here, Top Elect, Yeti moves from the Wally yard, 4.6, 1.75. Rise to It in support of the Top Elect on an each way basis, 14.0, 3.5. And also a very minor nibble at We Can Say Done, expecting it to hit a new peak here. Blowout chance, 67.0, 12.0. Was 91 into 41 when markets opened. That is Newcastle race 4 on Friday. Thanks.